Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me? I am disbelieving, disappointed, and disillusioned in roughly equal measure, but I'm also determined. As you will hear in the news section of today's show, part of a building ended up in a British street yesterday because of a misplaced faith in the ability of scaffolding to hold back a collapsing structure. We've been down this path countless times before, including on 3 occasions in quick succession back in 2019. This needs to stop before someone is hurt, or worse still, someone is killed. We'll be addressing that in the news, but we'll also be talking about it in the after show chat as well. As if that wasn't enough bad news for one day, Rishi Sunak is scheduled to speak to the House of Commons in about 2.5 hours' time. And I have a cunning plan. And no, it's not to kidnap him. Even though I am neither political nor an economics expert, I'm planning to broadcast Rishi Sunak's spring statement later today, right here. Assuming I can grab the feed from Sky News, I'll make it available here so we can all watch and listen along, chatting, commenting, and drowning our sorrows as we go, probably. As I said just now, I'm not political, but this latest spending review could have a major impact upon us all as individuals, us as an industry, and us as a nation. Rishi Sunak is expected to take to his feet at approximately 12:30, so join us if you can. Now, without further ado, let me post the question of the day, roll the intro, and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Wednesday, the 23rd of March, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, calling time on demolition scaffolding. Hitachi unveils its largest Dash 7-wheeled excavator model to date. Manitou opens its digital files. Liebherr's new articulated dump truck makes landfall in the US. And with fearful eyes, we'll be looking ahead to Chancellor Rishi Sunak's spring statement later today. We'll get to all of that in just a second, but first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And it's many happy returns to actress Joan Crawford and to actor Jimmy Edwards. Happy birthday also to the first man to run a sub 4-minute mile, Roger Bannister, and to the recently deceased comedian and comedy legend Barry Cryer. To playwright Alan Bleasdale, 5-time Olympic gold winner Steve Redgrave, to Wet 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 singer Marty Pellow, and to Blur singer Damon Albarn. Many happy returns to them, one and all. Yesterday morning, literally while I was babbling on about something or other, a building collapsed in the town of Stevenage, spilling debris into the street. The building was Swingate House. It was owned by Stevenage Borough Council and it was undergoing demolition at the time of the collapse. The principal contractor on the project is Mace and the demolition contractor is Kane Group. Swingate House crumbled at approximately 10 a.m. yesterday. And I'm about to play you some CCTV footage that captures the collapse. Just watch how close this came to an unmitigated disaster. Roads in the town centre around the building were closed so that emergency services and contractors could deal with the clear-up. Hertfordshire Fire and Rescue Service said it was not aware of any casualties. Andy Hall from the fire service said it was investigating the cause of the collapse. We're currently assessing with partners from Stevenage Borough Council about the stability of the building. We've got structural engineers on site, he said. He also said a plan was being put in place as to how the building would be demolished safely over the next few days. A council spokeswoman said it had been empty for some time, but that rescue dogs and thermal imaging were used to check no one had been inside, and it was monitoring the situation. The area's Conservative MP, Stephen McPartland, said on social media that he wanted a clear explanation about what had happened. Thankfully and luckily and miraculously, no one was injured when the building gave way and spilled out into the street. which is great. But the fact that we're reliant upon luck and miracles is surely of huge and urgent concern. Because this is not an isolated incident. Back in the summer of 2019, there were 3 collapses in quick succession in Reading, London, and then in Nuneaton. No one was hurt in those incidents either, but it now feels like an injury, or worse still, a death is now inevitable. And yet it is avoidable. I spoke at length last night to a highly respected demolition engineer and consultant. He covered a lot of ground, and he will do so again right here on the show at some point in the next few days. But the takeaway from the conversation was this: demolition contractors need to grow a pair of balls, insist on a brief and temporary road closure while a building is put on the ground, and stop relying upon scaffolding to do a job it was never designed to do. Of the dozens of calls I received yesterday, this was a message that was repeated time and time and time again. In one instance, a leading demolition contractor has been trying to explain to a well-known client why scaffolding and a high-reach excavator were a bad mix. The client insisted upon the scaffold. The demolition contractor in question then showed the client details of yesterday's collapse. The client agreed that this was terrible and awful, and then insisted upon scaffolding once again. In the aftermath, excuse me 1 second. Well, that's better. In the aftermath of the collapse in Reading in 2019, the National Federation of Demolition Contractors issued what it described as a guidance on the use of scaffolding in the demolition arena. Personally, I saw the guidance as a thinly veiled attempt to gloss over the involvement of member company McGee Group in the incident, but that's an aside. Guidance is not what is required here. What is required here is a unified refusal to use scaffolding to support a building that's being undermined by demolition. That is not the purpose of scaffolding. It never was, and it never will be. There are better ways, safer ways. If you'd like some additional reading on this subject, I posted in the chat a link to a preliminary report that we commissioned into the Reading collapse back in 2019. We will be revisiting that incident or the latest incident in the next few days, but you should be able to see the link to that in the chat right about now. I'm looking at it as it's I just wanted to make sure it had actually pitched up. We're going to come back to this in just a second, but first let's roll this.
Axsoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axsoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
Where are we? So many buttons this morning. This time last week, we brought you a sneak preview of the latest and the largest addition to Hitachi's Xaxis 7 wheeled excavator line. Today, we can put some flesh on those bones. Take a look at this.
The highly versatile ZX220W-7 wheeled excavator has been designed to help you control your profitability, comfort, safety, and uptime. Your profit will increase thanks to the reduced fuel consumption and efficient operation across a variety of applications. The industry-leading HIOS 3 hydraulic system enhances productivity with reduced fuel consumption. Operators can also control the fuel efficiency and therefore costs with the all-new EcoGauge, which is clearly visible on the large LCD monitor. You can boost your profits by working on a wider range of projects due to the excellent versatility of this Xaxis 7 wheeled excavator. Attachments can be carried on a trailer and easily changed using the enhanced attachment support system. You can also fine-tune your machine to suit your operator's preference and job site requirements for optimum productivity while reducing fuel consumption. The redesigned, ultra-spacious Xaxis 7 cab is the perfect working environment. Feel the difference in comfort levels with the synchronized motion of the seat and console and low levels of noise and vibration. easy operation comes from the new ergonomic design and convenient access to controls and features such as cruise control and automatic transmission, as well as the optional ride control system that suppresses vibrations from the front attachment. Added functionality to the easy-to-view screen and joysticks, and the auto working brake make your working day effortless and enjoyable. Your safety is enhanced by the superior view you get from the Xaxis 7 cab. The aerial angle camera system gives you an exceptional 270-degree bird's eye view of your surroundings, and you can choose from 6 image options on the monitor to view the machine's immediate environment. The operator's vision through the cab's front window is also improved by the slim steering column with wider adjustment angle and smaller steering wheel. Xaxis 7 excavators will boost your uptime because of their ultra-reliable performance and durability. Tested rigorously at dedicated facilities in Japan, they're built to last. Be assured there is durability and quality in every detail, from the reliable new single-piece undercarriage to the enhanced outrigger hydraulics, and fenders to protect the upper structure and lights from dirt. Downtime is also minimized by easy maintenance and cleaning, saving you time and money. With the Hitachi wheeled excavators, we put you firmly in control of your business, your workspace, and your fleet. In partnership with Hitachi, you can create your vision.
You can find out more about the latest addition to the Xaxis 7 lineup using the link that I've just posted in the chat.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
Have you ever wanted a load chart for a specific telescopic handler? Have you ever needed detailed information on a machine as part of a digital worksite planning or to satisfy the complexities of BIM? Well, those fine folks at Manitou have got you covered. The company has just thrown open its digital and dynamic files library to allow you fast and easy access to even the most detailed product information. Take a look at this. That is such a refreshing approach from Manitou. I remember companies being protective of spec sheets because they were so fearful they might fall into the hands of the competition. Paper spec sheets, remember those? Regular viewers will know that we were among the first to show you the Liebherr TA230 articulated truck when it was still in prototype form. We were also among the first to bring you details of the truck when the prototype became a living, breathing part of the Liebherr product portfolio. And now, the first of those highly impressive trucks has made landfall in the good old US of A. Two years ago, Liebherr celebrated its 50th, let me try that again with my teeth in. 2 years ago, Liebherr celebrated the 50th anniversary of its presence in the US market. I've got a limited edition model here somewhere to prove it. With the arrival of the new TA230, it seems that Liebherr remains as committed as ever to its American customers. At approximately 12:30 today, Chancellor Rishi Sunak will take to his feet in the House of Commons to deliver his spring statement. When he does so, he will hold in his hands the hopes and genuine fears of a nation. The cost of living is soaring. Fuel and energy prices are at an unaffordable level. And as if that weren't bad enough, we are on the eve of the removal of a subsidy on red diesel, upon which the demolition and construction industries have relied for some 6 decades. Companies and private individuals will be hoping that Sunak can offer some solace, or better still, a financial leg up. Yet the Chancellor is also tasked with balancing the nation's coffers that were laid bare by the COVID-19 pandemic, the lockdown and the furlough scheme. With the situation in Ukraine worsening by the day, Sunak will also likely be under pressure to increase military spending too. To find out how Rishi Sunak attempts to juggle all those balls, tune in later today. I am planning, or should I say hoping, to grab the live feed from Sky News and to bring it to you right here at roughly 12:30 today. I'll probably come online a minute or two earlier than that, just to make sure all the connections are working. So if you'd care to watch or listen along with friends and fellow industry professionals that are in the same boat as you, then please come back to Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever it is you're watching this, and we'll try our best to bring it to you. The thing that I'm trying to do is what is known in Facebook circles as a watch party. I've got a horrible feeling this will not be a party in any way, shape or form, but I do hope to see you there.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, that should just about do us for today. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. If you can't stick around, please, please, please stay safe. Look after yourself, your family, your friends and your colleagues. And thanks for watching. But if you do have the time, I'll see you on the other side of this.